Canas, the Executive Director of Komunidad Foundation. I don't know if Ms. Jofi Contreras is here. Ms. Jofi Contreras, Operations Director. Mr. Alfred Dicto and Mr. Mikey De La Peña, Project Leads for the Ideas Positive Bootcamp. Police Superintendent Gerson Visayas, our Deputy Provincial Director for Administration, Laguna Police Provincial Office, Police Superintendent Eliseo Bernales, Chief of Police of Santa Cruz, Laguna, of course, Ms. Christine Millete, Executive Director of Sunlight Foundation, the 17 Ideas Positive Run and National Finalists, Unilab Foundation Team, Ideas Positive Alumni Community, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. I didn't really know what to expect before coming over. I just came from another speaking engagement in UST. Earlier this morning, in UST, I was talking to a group of senior high school students. Doon ko lang nalaman yung UST pala yung may pinakamalaking population ng senior high. Senior high lang sa kanila, 9,000 students. More than 100 sections, yung grades 11 and 12. Sabi ko parang yung tadhana ko yata ngayon. Parang ako napapaligiran ng mga kabataan. Yesterday, I just arrived from Sabyang del Norte for another engagement in Sadyang, a small municipality there. I was also in a public high school. Mamaya ikakwento ko ng konti. I have a speech prepared. Pero while I was waiting outside, I was talking to Lilibeth. And in-interview ko siya, sino may participants ito, ano ba yung age range. Sabi niya 18 to 30. Sabi ko parang mga anak ko. You know, I have 3 daughters, ages 18 to 30. My eldest is 30. My eldest has been, I don't have a son. Tinatanong ko ni Sila, sabi ko, I have 3 daughters. My eldest has been working for, I think, 14 years already. She's 30, but now she's away, finishing her master's. Yung second ko naman is 24. My second is 24, she's third year medicine. But my youngest is turning 18 in a few days. She's senior high. Nandito yata yung teacher niya. Saan yung teacher? Ayan. Si Sir Arnold Lapus, teacher niya sa Philippine Science. Ayan. Nag-graduate na din yung anak ko on May 31. So yun yung age range ng anak ko, 18 to 30, just like you. And I decided I will do away with my speech already. Because as I was listening to you, I saw a lot of parallelisms with what we're doing in the Office of the Vice President. I don't know if you're familiar with the nature of our office, but we are kind of different from all the Office of the Vice Presidents elsewhere in the world. Sa ibang countries, ang Office of the Vice President has a mandate of its own. So sabihin, merong gagawin. Sa atin, under our Constitution, there is no clear mandate of what the Vice President is expected to do, other than be ready, just in case something happens to the President. So, wala tayo masyado mandato. After my inauguration into the office, I was looking at the budget of our office. Nakita ko, most of the budget is for salaries of personnel, operations, ceremonial work, but none for programs. So sinasabi ko sa staff ko na we can't do 6 years doing just ceremonial work. Because it's like doing nothing at all. And it was deliberate on my part. I have a very young staff. Makita niyo yung mga nauna sa akin. Lahat bata yung aking staff. Ako lang yata yung matanda sa aming opisina. My chief of staff is 33. I think the average age of my staff in my office is about 26 ba roughly? Yun yung average age. So lahat bata. And it was deliberate. It was deliberate because I know that very young people have the passion, have the initiative, have the energy to do a lot of things. Ito yung mga, ako hindi ako naniniwala na ito yung, and I was proven right. Sabi kasi sa akin noong una, ako, pag bata, hindi mo yan maaasahan kasi marami ang gimmick, marami, hindi totoo. Yung staff ko sa opisina, hindi ko may kwenta ng oras.
Paano ba ako kami?
Wala kami oras sa opisina kahit weekends, kahit ngayon, long weekend, nagtatrabaho sila. And I was proven right that we really have the energy, the initiative, the creativity to do a lot of things. And we try to conceptualize a program. We try to conceptualize an anti-poverty program because we thought that it was what we needed now. In the past years, in the past 5 years or so, our growth rate has been soaring in the sense that our growth rate is one of the highest in the region. But our poverty incidence has also remained very high. Meaning to say that it has not trickled down. The growth that we have been experiencing has not trickled down to the poorest. So we conceptualize a program where we will adopt the poorest communities in our country. Pero yung problema namin, wala naman kaming pondo para doon. So again, we conceptualize a program where our office will be a sort of a conduit between communities needing help and private organizations wanting to help. So yun, kami yung ahente. Kami yung nagbebenta ng mga communities sa aming partners. And Unila Foundation has been a very good partner. Sun Life Foundation has been a very good partner. Partner namin sila sa aming mga ginagawa. So, in October of 2016, we launched Angat Buhay. Angat Buhay is the core advocacy program of the Office of the Vice President. And we decided to choose, sabi namin, realistic 50 of the poorest communities muna. So, during the launch, we invited the officials of the 50 poorest communities for them to pitch their programs before our private partners. Nandun yung Unilab, nandun yung Sun Life, nandun 600 other private organizations. So parang speed dating siya. Na-speed dating siya kasi kulang sa oras, so kailangan ma-pitch nila yung program sila in 2 minutes. So they were pitching their programs and all our partners were going around trying to listen to what they were pitching. After the day, we were able to gather more than 300 partnerships between the communities needing help and our private partners. So we started with that. And we were able to visit communities which has inspired us, communities which have parang a treasure trove of stories. And one of these communities is Agutaya. I don't know if you've heard of Agutaya. Is anyone from Palawan here? Wala ba ng Palawan dito? Agutaya is in northern Palawan. I'm sure you have heard of Coron. Diba you have heard of Coron? You can reach Agutaya by boat from Coron, but it's a 10-hour boat ride from Coron. Pumunta po kami doon. Punta kami sa Agutaya, and when we went, ang una namin napansin, people were crying. From the mayor, from the village leaders, at yung mga bata, umiyak sila. Sabi lang, bakit kayo sila umiyak? And then, when they started talking, yun pala ay tears of joy. Kasi hindi sila nabibisita. And we are one of the very few who have reached their shores. Feeling nila, hindi naman pala kami abandoned. So, we had a community discussion, and then we were brought to the only elementary school in that particular barangay D8. Yung papunta na kami, excited sila. They asked all the kids to line up. Parang merong, yung kalye kasi sa kanila parang parang pathwalk lang. Ganun siya kaliit. They asked all the kids to line up, left and right. May mga flaglets pa sila. So, ini-introduce ng mayor sa anong principal, at yung kinder, at yung grade 1, and so forth and so on. At yung grade 5 na, 5 yata, kasing laki din yung grade 1. So I was asking them, bakit ganon? Bakit grade 5 na? Ang liliit pa din. Ang sabi nila, because most of the kids here are stunted. And most of the kids there are stunted. And you know, stunting is, yung sabi natin bansot. Diba? Yung stunting parang bansot. Pero stunting does not only affect the height, but also the mental faculties of the child. And the sad thing about it is that it is irreversible after the age of 5. So, di ba parang papunta ka pa lang, bumibigat na yung dibdib mo. When we went to the only elementary school there, walang bubong. So, tinatanong namin, bakit siya walang bubong? Sabi ng principal, ay, ma'am, nasira siya ng Yolanda. And Yolanda was 4 years ago. Sabi namin, 4 years ago na yung Yolanda, bakit hindi pa siya naaayos? Baka ma'am, hindi pa nababalitaan sa Manila. Na ganyan yung aming bubong. And they seem to be okay about it. When I say they seem to be okay about it, parang ano lang, chill lang. Diba? Sira yung bubong, sira, kung umuulan, di sorry. Yung mga bata, nakita namin yung nilalaro nila, yung, alam niyo yun, yung mga crabs, yung crab, live crabs. Tinatalian nila yun. Parang yun yung, siguro yung kotse-kotse nila. Yun yung nilalaro nila. Walang kuryente, buong island, walang potable water, bumibili sila from another island, etc. etc. So we left with very heavy hearts. Sabi namin parang hindi kami mapakali na hindi matulungan. And, you know, help came. And it came very, very fast. First, we found a partner, Andres Soriano Foundation, who was willing to put up a water supply so that they would have electricity already. Then we have a partner, Philippine Toy Library. They put up a toy library. Ito yung may mga little types, maraming laruan. And, you know, when they set up, hindi ako kasama, kinibenta lang ng staff ko. Parang it was the first time that the children there were able to hold real toys. Kasi ang toys lang nila dati, yung kanilang craft. At nung nilagay daw nila yung toy library, ayaw na umalis ng mga bata, ayaw na umuwi. And then we found a partner who started a feeding program for the malnourished children already, Negros Volunteers for Change. And then we found a program. And we found a partner, St. Teresa's Alumni Association. They provided boats for the fishermen. Kasi naghihiraman lang ng konting boats doon kasi nasira din daw yung boats sila from Yolanda. And then we found another partner, ASI Philippines. Sinadodo din yun. ASI Philippines, sa Team Energy, naglagay sila ng solar panels sa more than 300 households. So more than 300 households have electricity now. And the first time that they were putting up those solar panels, tuwan-tuwa sila kasi makakapanood na daw sila ng ang probinsyano. Yun yung naiingit sila doon sa mga isla na merong kuryente. Kinakwentuhan lang nila ng ang probinsyano. But then that was not the only benefit that was given to them. Yung benefit nun, yung mga kababaihan nakakatrabaho na paggabi. Kasi meron ng mangingisda sila sa mga farmers during the day. Pero paggabi nakakatrabaho na yung mga kababaihan. Meron silang livelihood na yung buri hats. Gumagawa sila ng mga buri hats. And I don't know if you've heard about Amanpulo. Amanpulo is a parang 5-star resort. It's nearby. And nung nakakagawa na sila ng buri hats, nilink natin sila with Andres Soriano Foundation na kasalin ay may mamay-ari ng Amanpulo. Bumibili na sa kanila ng buri hats. And now, they're supplying buri hats and buri mats. Not only to Amanpulo, but also to the other Aman resorts all over the world. Dahil lang nakakatrabaho na sila sa gabi. So, you see what partnerships can do. Sabi, wala naman kaming, ang tulong lang namin pagod. Kasi kami naghahanap ng partners. Pero, we have so many partners, not just big corporations, but also simple organizations. May partners kami, mga friends lang sila. Pero simple groups of people who really want to help. Kaya sabi namin, one realization is that there are just too many people who want to help but do not know how. And sometimes we can be their conduit. Hindi lang opisina namin. pati kayo pwede maging contribute. So, all these stories have been very inspiring. I was telling you earlier that I just arrived yesterday from Zamboanga del Norte. We flew to Dipolog and took a 2.5 ride to Siayan. You know, Siayan was the poorest municipality in all of the Philippines from 2003 until 2009. And you know what their poverty incidence was in 2009? 97.5%. So, yun, 97.5% yung mga tao doon poor. Ang kwento nila, hindi sila nakakapag 3 meals a day. Ang biro nga, hindi nga namin alam kung ano gusto sabihin ng snacks. Kasi wala na makabilan, hindi na kami nakaka 3 meals a day. But you know, in 2010, a mayor was elected, a lady mayor was elected, Mayor Flora Villarosa. Very, very proactive. Mayor Flora Villarosa started selling Siayan. That's how we met. That's how we knew about Siayan, because she's all over the place, namamulimos for Siayan. So, we learned about Siayan. When we went, the first time we went in 2016, it was not as poor as it was before. Siayan was on the rise, but we've been helping them out. Alam niyo kung ano yung pinunta namin noong Thursday? Marami ay yung dropout rates niya. Yung high school dropout rates niya, ang taas-taas. And we tried to find out why the school dropout rate is very high. Sobrang lalayo pala ng inuuwian ng mga high school students. So, naghanap kami ng partner na pwedeng maglagay ng dormitory. And meron kami nahanap na partner, Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation. I'm sure you have heard of that. Yung Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, dati ang ginagawa niya sa mga lugar ng mga isla, pinipick up niya yung mga estudyante. May boat sila. Dati kasi may mga estudyante who would swim going to school. Halimbawa, in Masbate, meron diyang paaralan na yung mga estudyante niya nagsiswim to islands para lang makarating sa paaralan. And the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation was providing boats. Meron siyang boats na umiikot, para siyang school bus. Iniikot niya, nagpipick up siya ng mga estudyante para dalhin sa school. And ngayon, nasa dormitory na siya. Partner namin siya. We first put up 2 in Zamboanga, Sibugay, and now in Siaya. And last Thursday, we inaugurated the dorm. The dorm would house 25 people, and we decided to open it to boys only. Kasi yung mga boys yung napakataas ng dropout rate. And then, pagpunta ko, I talked to the 25 boys. They were grade 7 to grade 10. Pero may grade 10 na 22 years old na. Ilang beses na siya nag-drop out kasi mga mahihirap sila, malalayo yung pinupuntahan. And the boys who would be staying in the dorm for free, ang nilalakad nila 6 to 8 kilometers. Ay, 6 to 8 kilometers would take them about 2 hours one way. Meron silang kinocross ng mga rivers. And itong 2 hours na to, hindi siya patat. Ito yung dumadaan ka sa mga bukid. Yung kwento nila, they will wake up about 3 a.m., 3 or 4 a.m., then start walking to school already. They will reach school mga alas 7 ng umaga, mag-aaral. Pag uwian ng 4:30, maglalakad na naman. Dadating sila sa bahay, madilim na ulit. And many of them do not persist. Nag-drop out sila sa school, and the dorm would be a big help. So bakit ito sinasabi sa inyo? Kasi there are a lot of communities really needing help. Naghahanap lang ng makakadiskubre sa kanila. So after we launched ang Buhay in 2016, we decided to partner with schools. We're partnering with some schools now. Yung mga kapartner namin sa University in Cagayan de Oro, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Assumption College in San Lorenzo. Ano pa? UP Visayas, who's doing our Bridging Leadership Program. May partner kami, and then parang kulang pa din. So gumawa kami ng Angat Buhay Youth. And yung Angat Buhay Youth namin, 50 youth organizations participated. Parehong-pareho nito. Ang kaibahan lang, we were not limited to health programs. But they also pitched projects. And I'm going to mention two of them kasi parang may similarity dun sa isa. One of the participants of our Angat Buhay Youth Summit was a medical student named John Sergey Aklan. Yung dream ni John Sergey Aklan was simple. He wanted to teach less fortunate kids how to play the violin. Pero ito, this later on became the heart of his project. He formed a project named Project Gifted. Ay, Project Gifted, dinamay niya yung kanyang mga friends and a youth organization with a passion to use their talents to help and inspire children to develop their talents. When the Office of the Vice President made a call for youth organizations to pitch projects for the Angat Buhay Youth Summit, Project Gifted proposed to put up a Lipa City Youth Orchestra to help children with drug and mental health problems through music therapy. Project Gifted was awarded as the best out of the 10 finalists, 10 winning proposals. And they had a chance to go to a youth congress in Hanyang University in South Korea to make their pitch. And sa South Korea, binigyan din sila ng pera, pang finance ng kanilang project. Another organization, very similar to dun sa project ng ARM, another organization who received a grant is the Youth for Mental Health Coalition. With its entry project, ang pangalan ng project niya Sprout, Speak Out, Reach Out, which aims to provide psychological and mental health interventions in conflict-afflicted, geographically isolated, and marginalized areas in the country. The mental health mission had already its first run in Maraming to help address the needs of the evacuees in the area. So marami talaga pwedeng gawin. Very inspiring. I attended the graduation also of Angat Buhay Youth. And it was very inspiring to listen to the proposals of the very young people. At isa pa talagang, kung gusto nila natin tumulong, nandiyan talaga yung tulong. For example, some of you might have read in the news, there was a group of loosely associated people na gustong tumulong sa aking protest case. Ang tawag nila sa sarili nila, piso para kay Leni. Nag-ambagan, magre-raise ng money to help me in my protest case because I needed to deposit 7.5 million. May kulang pa ako, 15 million yung lahat. 7.5 million sa Supreme Court. Nabasa yata nila na hindi pa ako nakakabayad. Kailangan ko na magbayad. They raised money. Pero pag-raise ng money nila, nagmumulan sila kasi akala nila yung mag-aambag lang, yung mga mayayaman. Pero merong mga drivers na nag-aambag, nagpapadala 100 pesos, meron pa nagsusorry kasi hindi niya nakuha ang buo yung sweldo niya. Kaya sabi niya, 50 pesos muna ngayon, sa katapusan, 50 pesos ulit. Mga ganong klase mga tao, and about 25,000 people contributed. They were able to raise 7 million. But when they raised 7 million, I could not accept it. Because under the law, as Vice President, I cannot accept donations. So what they did was they filed a petition before the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court to accept the 7 million in my behalf. Unfortunately, hindi pumayag yung Supreme Court. Hindi pumayag yung Supreme Court na tanggapin. Kasi sabi ng Supreme Court, it's the same as me receiving donations. So they went to the office, they had the 7 million with them, and they were donating it already to our Angat Buhay program. But I was telling my staff, ayan si Rafi, siya yung head ng aming Marawi team. Sabi ko kina Rafi, dapat yung project na gawin natin, yung mga drivers, yung mga kasambahay na nag-contribute, mafe-feel niya na mahalaga yung kanyang contribution. So we thought of using the 7 million to build a village in Marawi. So now we're building an Angat Buhay village in Marawi out of the money given by Piso para kay Leni. Our target is to be able to build 100 houses, and we're going there on the 7th of March, on March 7 for the groundbreaking ceremonies. Kaya ko ito kwento kasi bit of help goes a long, long way. As long as you have the passion, as long as you have the drive, you have the commitment to do it. Hindi pwede sa umpisa lang excited. Dapat hanggang sa uli excited pa din. Kasi sometimes, marami yung excited sa umpisa, hindi na sustain hanggang sa uli. And sometimes also, young people, parang masyado yung dinideflate yung value nyo. Parang sinasabi, mga bata pa kami, ito lang yung kaya namin. Pero, the example in our office is being run by very, very young people. Lahat talaga sila bata. And they have, Angat Buhay after its first year has helped 83,900 families. You're able to gather 170 million in help coming from the private sector. From 50 communities, we are now in 170 communities, and these are very young people running it. So ngayong hapon, we started with a project that we pitched. And this is just the seed. This is just the seed of what you will be doing for the rest of your lives. So talagang yung bootcamp, life-changing ito. Pero life-changing in a way that I am sure this bootcamp affected you na because of this, you were able to realize your full potentials. Minsan, parati tayong feeling inferior, pero ngayon, I was listening to the 3 testimonies. Yung testimony nung taga Marawi, sinasabi ko kay Ma'am Bibi, because Ma'am, tama yung hugot kayo. Kasi we have stationed ourselves in Marawi since day 1. And we are fully aware of what the people of Marawi have been going through. And they really need our help. Pero the entire country needs our help. And I always say this, the future is already yours. Kami na yung aasa sa inyo, not the other way around. So congratulations to all the good campers. And thank you to Komunidad Foundation, to Sunlight Foundation, and everyone else who pitched in, making Ideas Positive run a success. Magandang hapon at maraming salamat po sa inyo.